Nacho Cornejo psyching himself up as he looked to defend or extend his 11-minute overall lead. Adrian van Beveren is no longer in contention for the crown, but the Frenchman's happy to be staying out of trouble after a run of 3 consecutive withdrawals. Well, the Yamaha team decided to change Van Beveren's engine yesterday and take the 15-minute penalty that came with it. They're determined to see him go all the way. He briefly considered quitting the sport after last year's crash, but now he is just 2 days from the finish line. Rough going for Daniel Sanders today. He lost time with navigation errors. The top rookie making rookie mistakes, in his own words. He eased off late in the day ahead of what is likely to be a game changer on stage 11. Skyler House caught Sanders towards the end and he was happy with his efforts. The American shaving 5 or 10% off his pace but nailing the navigation. His rear tyres suffering a bit, but he's now 5th overall. Joan Barreda had a bad day yesterday with a crash, but he was feeling much better today, even if it was tough to overtake in the dust. He only lost around 3 minutes to the day's stage winner, and he's on course for his best ever Dakar result in 4th overall. Sam Sunderland set off after the Honda trio of Benavides, Brebeck and Cornejo this morning, and therefore he had a chance to catch up some time. The KTM rider made quite a few navigation mistakes. He ended up circling around in a few different spots. The 2017 winner describing the roadbook at this Dakar as super difficult. In the end he shipped over 12 minutes, but he still remains 3rd overall. Now this was undoubtedly the performance of the Dakar so far from the defending champion Ricky Brebeck. The American was 17.5 minutes down this morning, but he produced a desert masterclass to roar right back into contention. He caught Benavides at 70 kilometres and opened until the finish line. After taking his 2nd stage win of the week, he is now just 51 seconds off top spot.
Right now there's no real team orders. We all want to win. You know, winning is the best thing there is in life, you know, and anything less than winning is unacceptable. So we're going as fast as we can out there and trying to read this paper and trying to dodge rocks and go between canyons and dodge camels. But yeah, we got 2 days left and tomorrow's going to be a long day. So let's keep the focus.
Well, it's Kevin Benavides who is back in the hot seat as the leader of the Dakar, even if it wasn't his best stage. The Argentine lost the tracks early on and that allowed Brebeck to tack back on. He then had to follow in the American's dust trail for a good while. But he kept calm, kept his focus and only dropped 5 minutes. That means that he remains a whisker ahead of his teammate at the top. The big question then, what happened to Nacho Cornejo? Well, the Chilean was riding a little more conservatively than usual, but he was only around a minute behind Brebeck at the halfway stage and still on course to remain in control of the rally. But he then missed a rock at kilometre 252 and it would have disastrous consequences. I had a big crash. I don't really know how. I was on a track in the canyons and I hit a rock. I'm not sure why I didn't see it. Maybe I wasn't fully focused. But anyway, I made a mistake, and in rally raid, mistakes can cost you. Luckily, nothing's broken. Hopefully I can prepare the bike, have a good rest and keep going. We still have 2 days to go and we'll keep fighting. Well, originally Cornejo thought he'd be okay to ride back to the bivouac, but a medical examination showed otherwise. The Dakar medical staff instructing the Chilean to withdraw due to a concussion and sending him to hospital for an MRI scan. Really hard for Cornejo, but what do you know, another Honda 1-2-3, Brebeck leading Barreda and Benavides, Matthias Walkner 5th for the KTM factory team. And after a day of twists and turns, there's been a huge shake-up overall. Benavides and Brebeck separated by just 51 seconds. Sunderland is now over 10 minutes back. Manuel Anderhaar slightly increased his lead in the quads. He's now 21 minutes ahead of Alexandre Giroux after coming 3rd today. The victory went to Pablo Capetti, his 2nd stage win of this year's rally.